Okay, year 10. So this week we're going to start doing a self-portrait, and I want this to be a 3-hour piece of work. You're going to work on A4 paper. I'm just working on a bit bigger paper just so that I can show you what I'm doing. If you can print out your photo, print it out. It's going to make your life a little bit easier, but otherwise you can just use it on your phone. So you're going to select one of the poses that I've suggested. So I'm going to do a bit of an angled face, just a little bit of a challenge. I'd like this to take you 3 hours, which might seem like a long time, but we've got 3 hours worth of lessons, and you can plan how you do this over the week, and I'll ask you for you to hand it in at the end of the week rather than the end of Thursday's lesson. Job number 1, which should take you a good half hour to an hour, is to plan out the face, thinking about proportions. So I'm going to give you a few hints and tips just to help you. If you get your phone or your picture set up so it's parallel to the piece of paper that you're working on, get yourself sat up on a desk rather than working on your knee, you can actually use your pencil to help you plan out your face. So if it's straight on, you've got your cross. So if we go back to my lovely faces, so there we go. So if it's your face on, you can just do the cross to work that one out. I'm working on an angle, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. So you always think about the bit down your nose and the bit across your eyes first. So if I look at the angle down my face and then pull it across, what I can then do with another pencil is just very lightly just draw myself a line so that I know that's the angle of my face. The other angle then that I'm going to get is across my eyes. So get that angle as well. And that's just going to give me something to start working with. So I know I've sort of got the angle of my face. We can measure things as well. So you can measure. You've seen a lot of artists doing this where they're measuring with their pencil. So what I can do is I can measure sort of like from my nose to my hair, and then go from the hair to the back of my head. So I can see that that actually is halfway. So whatever distance I decide to do here, I'm going to double it up to give me the actual width of my head. So if I get that measurement, I think because it's on a phone, I'm going to double the measurement. So I know that that cross there is the cross here where my nose is. So if I measure from there to there and I double it, so if I go 1, 2, I know that's where my hair is. So then I know from my nose to my hair, nose to hair is the same as hair to the back of my head. So I know that's going to be the back of my head. That's going to be my nose. That's going to be the side of my head. So just using your pencil, you can really help yourself, okay? Because I'm doubling everything, it can then help me just work out how big things are. Okay, if I just move that down so that I didn't realise there was a light on it. So if I want to do the angle of my nose, again, get your pencil, lay it on there, bring it across, draw yourself a line, then measure the length of your nose. I'm doubling, so 1, 2. I know that's the end of my nose, and I can even get my pencil and lay it on and work out the angle of my nose as it comes back in. And what you can keep doing is carry on doing that. So then if I look from my nose down to my chin, the angle changes ever so slightly. Okay, and then I can measure from my nose to my chin. 1, 2, I'm going to double it up. So I know that that's where my chin is going to be. Okay, so I've got that sort of line going there. I know that's my chin. I know that's my nose. Now, because I'm doing my head on a little bit of an angle, I've then got my eyebrow, and then I've got the angle of my head going backwards there. And again, I can measure from that cross point up to the top of my head and measure 1, 2. So I know the top of my head is going to be there. And you're not drawing. One of the worst things people can start doing is start drawing like little eyes and stuff like that in detail. Doing this planning will really help you in the long run, because it means that you know that you've got everything approximately. Approximately. Oh no, I've altered the size. That's a bit annoying. Right, so if that happens, just get your measurement again. Either that, or actually what I should have done is done a screenshot. There we go. Right, so what I can do now is go onto my photos, and I've got my screenshots. That's not going to change now. So now my neck's going to go there. Neck's going to come down. Again, measure from your chin to your neck. 1, 2. We'll go there. Got the upright there of my neck. And then I've got that bit there. My hair comes down on that angle. It actually comes right the way. It's going to come right the way around to there. Got the line for the bottom of my hair. That's going to go back and round. So what you're starting to do then is when you've got just some of these planning lines in, you can then start adding other bits in there as well. Okay, so I need to work out mouth and lips. So again, just measure 1, 2. You can look at your angle of your lips. So my lips going that way first and then that way. Just measure my lips. A bit more than just my pencil lead. 1, 2, bottom lip. And then I've got my chin. Goes out before it comes round. So you can see now I'm beginning to build up just a little bit more information about my face. So if I go on to my nose, again, angle of your nose is going to go backwards. And it's a triangle, it forms a triangle actually. So I can draw myself that triangle because I know now that that's going to be the outside of my nose. And that's going to be eventually my nose shape. The other thing that's really important is that you draw what you can see, not what you think you can see. Okay, that's really, really important. So I know that I've got eyes, I know my mouth's around the other side, but I cannot see that, so I'm not drawing it. Now, I've given myself a little bit of a challenge by putting some glasses on there. So what I'm going to do is look at the arm of the glasses at one side, going through the middle to the other arm to give me my angle. So I know that goes through my nose. So I'm going to draw myself that angle there for my glasses. So I know that's where my nose is. That's going over my eyebrow. And I can see a bit of my eyebrow there. But I can't see anything to do with my other eye at the other side. It is just my glasses. So again, measure. So then I know 1, 2, that's going to be the edge of my glasses there. Just lay that on so that I know I'm beginning to get that basic shape that comes around there. The other bit of my glasses is there again. Measure 1, 2. So I'm just using my pencil just to really help, just guide what's going on. I'm not worried about the fact that that's a curve. I'm just wanting to get my glasses in. I've got the angle then going into my hair. Now, I've got my eye then behind my glasses. So rather than actually trying to draw the eye in, because the glasses are in front, I would do the glasses first and then I'd make the eye fit. Okay? So this is the basic bit that I want you to do, spend an hour doing, is drawing out this basic outline. Okay? Then after your 1 hour, before you do any shading, I'd like you to take a photograph of this and send it me, just so that I can see what it is that you're doing. And I'll add my photo just onto the PowerPoint so that you can see what I ended up with at the end of this session.